Hey guys, Soccer7 here, and today I decided to do a review on the Nike Total 90 Laser 3s synthetic. Alright, so obviously the Nike Total 90 is created for shooting, and it does a pretty good job, I gotta say. Out of all the shoes I've had, this is probably the best shooting experience I've ever worn. Granted, I haven't ever owned a pair of Adidas Predators before, so this is solely on wearing these and other Adipures, Diadora, Americanas, and the F50s. So, seeing this is the first shooting boot that I've worn, these are probably bound to be the best for shooting, obviously, but they really do a good job of shooting. So start from top to bottom. We got your offset lacing like this, very offset actually. It's pretty extreme. It goes way off to the side, so that you can make room for these red pods, they call them, the striking element that Nike put into this shoe. The tongue is very comfortable tongue. It has a little bit of memory foam actually down underneath, right in here. Pretty comfortable. And then the laces are nice and short. They don't hang down. They don't fold over. Nice and short. I like short, so if you don't like short, obviously you can buy another pair to replace them. But I enjoyed the laces a lot. And then we'll go with the synthetic. The synthetic is pretty thick. It's a very thick, I don't know exactly what the name of it calls. I don't think it's Teijin, but it's very thick. Normally I use supple for leather, but this synthetic material is very supple actually. It's been broken in. We've had these for a long time. Another pair of my brother's cleats actually. Yeah, the synthetic is great. You get a really good touch. And I guess we'll go to the shooting element on the inside. So the shooting element is pretty extravagant. You get a pretty aggressive justification to shooting. They're called the Adaptive Shield, I think is what they're called. It's kind of a hard, it's a hard red plastic material that they put on the shoe. Really, I didn't notice that these specifically did anything. I think in the description they actually say they have memory foam underneath them, and there's definitely no memory foam underneath these things, or in them. They're harder than a rock, really. Which it kind of looks cool. I didn't see the advantage to having these red pods on here. It may have helped with shot power a tiny bit. If it did, I didn't really notice it. And then we have the rest of this black, you can see here, and this is where all of the raised TPU or PTU, UP, I don't know, TPU, I think, fins come into play. These are used for curving the ball. It's supposed to be curving the ball, and it does help, I think, a little bit, not incredibly. I mean, you're not going to really find a huge difference unless you really know how to strike the ball well with these cleats. And it actually kind of worked as a trapping method too. It did help with my first touch a little bit when I was receiving a pass or a long ball or something. It did help a little bit with that. It cushioned it, which I wasn't really expecting it to do, but it did. And so the inside, it's a really the leather just kind of collapsed on itself. It's so supple, and it's just really nice and very comfortable, extremely comfortable. The inside, you got this, your heel comes up and it's a normal heel. It's up here pretty loose, and it's gonna fit to your heel very good. The external heel counter, I think, on this side, and then the internals over here, where the Total 90 is. You got this leather all the way through here, synthetic stuff, pretty good. And that's about it for the upper, I think. So the sole plate, I got the soft ground version here. They were on sale, so the soft ground version, it's completely fine, and you have a pretty stiff upper. It's obviously gotten a little more flexible than it was when it first came out of the box. That happens to pretty much every cleat when you break it in, though. You got your Nike, I think, normally has this feature here where you have the split right down here, which creates a very flexible area in either ways. You can go this way or this way. I'm not sure if that's great or not going this way. It kind of scares me. I don't want my foot doing this, but this way it's understandable. They should just find something to create it to not go that way. But a good sole plate, nice and firm. You have a bar right here that keeps it sturdy and firm. The insole is pretty good, I have to say. One of the better insoles I've ever worn. It's actually kept this throughout the year that we've had them. Kind of neat. You got like a little honeycomb kind of deal here, hexagons going throughout, and then you have your pour-on, which is very nice. I like this quite a bit. No problems, no slipping, no nothing really. But yeah. And the shooting, the shooting you get with these, I think it could be just mental, I'm not really sure. But I did feel like I had a harder shot with these. They are heavier, especially because I have the soft ground version. It did make them heavier. But overall, the Total 90 is a fairly heavy cleat, and I think that adds with the power. So if you're a target man, you know, a forward, I would recommend these just to be able to put the ball in the back of the net, or a midfielder, really not like a winger. I would say more of a central midfielder. It's a good passing boot, and striking it from long distance for sure. Defenders as well. It's got a lot of protection. You're not going to get hurt very easily. Someone steps on you, it might even hurt them. It's a very big and durable cleat. So yeah, like I said, the Total 90 Laser 3s are very good for shooting, very good touch, and very comfortable. So there you guys have the Nike Total 90 Laser 3. Hope you guys liked the video. Comment and subscribe. Thanks, guys.